The dust, or should we say the mist, is settling on Nik Wallenda's big event in Niagara Falls. But the daredevil isn't closing this chapter without a few choice words for officials on the American side of the falls. Wallenda says his high-profile stunt almost didn't happen. News 4's Ed Dranch found out why plans nearly fell through at the last minute. Ed.
And Diana, it all came down to money. The walk itself totaled more than $1 million. I'm told New York State was relentless in their demands, basically telling Wallenda to walk out of their offices. The spectacular image of daredevil Nik Wallenda crossing Niagara Falls was seen around the world. But just 2 days prior, these cheers would have been jeers for New York State after they threatened to pull the plug on the entire event.
There were some tense moments. Everyone was very nervous.
Senator George Maziarz was Wallenda's biggest champion in Albany. But just days before the walk, Team Wallenda still owed the state tens of thousands of dollars.
You know, the lawyers were having some discussions back and forth about the permits, about payments, but overall, I mean, there was never any chance that this thing was going to get canceled. Never.
Wallenda's manager, Winston Simone, turned down my request for an interview on the issue, but he says it was ABC Network that ultimately fronted the cash. Their payment was wired to the state, received after the state's deadline. He says the state was, quote, very heavy-handed with Wallenda, treating him like a criminal. Niagara Falls State Park spokesperson Angela Birdie wouldn't comment on what happened.
This is the oldest state park in the nation. We really want to maintain that. The integrity of this park, I think, is as wonderful as this event turned out. Everybody's very anxious to get back to running this as the park that we know and love.
She says the state park didn't make any money from the event.
It was about waking up on Saturday morning and seeing this all over the world, and that was the profit that we made.
It's a huge event, and it had never been done before. There were some unexpected bumps in the road, but in the end, everything was worked out to everyone's satisfaction.
News 4 has also learned Wallenda walked away from Niagara Falls without making a dime.